Welcome to round 3 of the losers bracket of the Newbie Rumble 3 tournament. For the first match we will have the LCH1 Priestess by Sunny Lemonade on the left versus the Klinken by Jeoshy on the right. Sunny Lemonade's vehicle has remained untouched since the very first match, and Jeoshy's Klinken has remained almost the same. Some small changes to minor parts of the ship and some anti-torpedo defense added on the bottom, but otherwise it is the same. And let's get the match underway. And 3, 2, 1, fight. There goes that cluster missile. Can it make it to its target? It looks like it may. Yep, and there goes the EMPs doing their work. Knocking out some repair bot blocks by the look of it. Sunny Lemonade firing with 3 of its APS, more EMP on the way. Not quite making it, but the magnets doing their job. Both contestants only haven't taken minor damage so far. There's those EMP hits taking out some important pieces there. You can see the detection was blown off and various, looks like some AI core there. And another cluster missile on its way. Quite hitting, but close. Oh, and it just made a very large hit then. Blocks are flying everywhere. Seems like that back APS just got torn out. Front 2 still functional. Both contestants seeming like very sturdy ships, but with not terribly high firepower. Priestess down to 91%, while the Klinken is still on close to 100. Cluster missile not quite reaching it, but the magnets making it meaningless. Jeoshy's Klinken haven't taken only what appears to be minor damage. Detection's partly destroyed on the top there, but there's still some left. Possibly going to repair that damage. Yeah, you can see that it's regenerating back. Still able to detect clearly where the enemy is. Those APS shells making their mark. Appears that one of the APS has been disabled. So you can see the gauge increases have gone back to maximum. And the turret settings have been balked. There's those EMPs hitting on the bottom now. And there goes parts of the steam engine. Sunny Lemonade possibly slowing down a bit. Not quite as speedy as it once was at the very start. The Klinken is back to 100%. another big hit. It looks like the frontal APS was taken out. Explosion of blocks, and there it is, despawning. Not a lot in the way of armaments remain on the Priestess. That one load APS has to carry a lot of weight. Although it seems semi-inaccurate. And now the Priestess is running away. It's had enough. Down to 81%. Some of the mimics getting knocked off there. And there goes the final APS. Looks like the Hesh shell finally did its work and popped that turret. Now it is more or less a floating brick. And it is run out of steam power and is now stopped in the water. And I don't think there's much meaning in letting this carry on for another 2.5 minutes. I think I'll declare this in favor of Joshy's Klinken. We both know that if it runs out of resources, then it won't sink, as was demonstrated in his match against Iron Lad. So I'll declare this match in favor of Jeoshy and move on to the next one. Sorry, it is the round in favor of Jeoshy and move on to the second round. Okay, for this match we have De Raven by Spyro on the left versus the FSV-6 Marshal by Eternaldoom on the right. The FSV-6 Marshal has not really been modified. It's mostly almost to remain the same since the start of the tournament. Its only real changes have been to some small configurations and internals, I believe. While Spyro has changed slightly during the tournament, its main arsenal remaining the torpedoes underneath, but The top guns have changed from casemates to APS and now back to casemates again. Also believe that he has added some extra armoring on the sides and internals, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So without further delay, let's get the match underway. And 3, 2, 1, fight. That pack firing and knocking off a few blocks. It was just armor by the look of it, and those giant torpedoes are away. Who will hit first? The next pack blast or these huge torpedoes, and will they get through? Can the point defenses do much against them? Or are they just too much health? And there go the giant torpedoes making an impact. Pack hitting but not doing terribly noticeable damage. These torpedoes missing, getting decoyed I believe. There's a little decoy hiding over there. And potentially moving in for another pack shot in a moment. See how much damage it can do. Ooh, very nice. Knocking off quite a lot there. Although it appears that the main armament of the torpedoes is still functional. However, they appear to be getting decoyed or getting stuck. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Some of them are making their way through though. And they could be, any of these could potentially be fatal based on just how large they are. And a huge hit there. Seemingly still able to fire. And knocking off a lot more blocks. Looks like a lot of repair bots just got deleted then. But there's still torpedoes underneath. Possibly a weapons controller may have been impeded, I'm not sure. But it appears that it could be getting repaired. Marshall moving into dangerously close range. Those packs become deadly up close. And many more blocks being knocked off. The Raven down to 90%, while the Marshall is on 92, so it's quite a close match. Oh, and there goes some of the torpedoes. Ooh, this could be deadly. Knocking off big chunks. And drilling a hole right through the side. Oh, it's a slugfest. Losing its left fin, some of the stability going. Big holes in the side. And the Raven is rolled onto its side. Looks like it has run out of materials. While the Marshall has still got quite a bit in the tank, potentially. Packs, however, not firing. Possibly damaged. Yeah, there we are. They are still functional. And taking a big bite out of the Raven. However, it's still somewhat alive. However, it appears that it's main... Oh, no, sorry. We've got 2 damage now. And the first round goes to the Marshall. And we'll move on to the next round straight away. So that was quite close. The torpedoes somewhat getting dealt with by the decoys, but not quite, and still putting quite a dent into the Marshall. Let's see if he can do better this time. And 3, 2, 1, fight. There goes that initial pack volley. This range not doing very much damage. Knocking off a few armor blocks. And here come the monolithic torpedoes, very slowly making their way. Another pack blast should be coming soon. And there it is, it seems to be turning directly to the torpedoes, which is probably not good for them. It appears largely armor that has been knocked off there. Looks like all the torpedoes managed to just about hit this time, however. Marshall down to 95%. Another pack blast should be coming in any minute. Yep, and we can see a nice big hit there. Torpedoes getting decoyed by the look of it. That decoy system paying off. The anti-munition gun's not making much of a dent in these giant torpedoes. We can probably expect another shot from the pack soon. And it appears that part of the underwater systems have been taken off. And the torpedo is still getting decoyed. It's probably Marshall is seemingly in good shape. Possibly the decoy system may have been taken out last round, which is maybe why so many of the torpedoes managed to get through. But they seem more interested in the decoy at the moment. And it appears that it's self-damaged. You can see pieces of the pack floating down into the water. And Raven is... didn't seem to be too hurt by that shot. And here comes some more torpedoes. Knocking off a bit of armor there. Damaging what looked like a missile system. And it appears the packs are self-harming again. And another big hit. Lots of armor falling off. And another. And the torpedoes are all getting through now. Marshall seems to be slowing down, it's just gotten lower in the water. The front pack looks like it's totally disabled. Backpack still able to fire, making a small dent. Those packs still proving to be quite damaging. You can see parts of the AI potentially coming off there. Big hole blown into the backside there. You can see where the AI housing potentially is. Still alive though, however. But it has not fired for quite a while, so it's possible that the local weapons controller was damaged or destroyed. Packs shooting again, taking off a bit more. Seems like the Marshall has slowed to a crawl with its own AI getting destroyed. Oh, and here comes another torpedo. Getting decoyed, it would seem. However, this one, not so much. Oh, just barely missing. Just barely missing again. And they're too large really to turn around. Neither packs are aiming at the enemy, leading me to believe that the local weapons controller is probably destroyed. This is potentially looking to be a long match. The Raven almost out of materials altogether. But but still firing a couple more torpedoes. Also appear to be being decoyed. These ones potentially they're going to deal some more damage. Nope, they're just passing through. The Raven is well and truly out of resources now. While the Marshal is soon to be out of resources, but still alive, still has some in the tank. Maybe the case that neither opponent is able to outdamage the other. If that's the case, then it will be whoever has the higher percentage will be declared as winner. Presumably the repair bots on the Marshal have been taken out, as it doesn't appear to be going up in health at all. Neither contestant seems to be able to damage the other anymore. And they're just driving off into the sunset together. I will rule this as neither contestant is able to damage each other anymore. The Raven being slightly ahead on life means that I will declare in their favour, and we will move on to round 3 for this match. Okay, we've got Marshal on the left and the Raven on the right, and 3, 2, 1, fight. There's those packs, making a bit of a mark, but nothing important. And there's those very slow moving torpedoes on their way. Big hit from the packs there. And there's those anti-munition guns trying to defend from the approaching doom. And he's desperately trying to get away from those slow missiles, slow torpedoes, but they're going to make it, I believe. Big hit there from the packs. The torpedo's not quite able to keep up, but now they're all converging at once. Oh, what's happened here? And it's being destroyed. Some unlucky torpedoes. And it appears like the Marshal has been largely disabled. Huge chunks. But still, they're still shooting back at the Spyros, the Raven. Appears to have stopped moving much. And some more giant torpedoes on the way. Some more pack shots, but it seems to be largely missing. And those giant torpedoes managing to get through. Lots of blocks coming off there. It's backside has been blown out. Both contestants roughly 85%. That's soon to change. And things are not looking good for the Marshal. Appears to add that its lower side has been blown off. You can see the pack damaged. Both the packs quite damaged. And it's dipping down into the water. And this is looking like the end. It's below 80% and sinking. Still firing, however, but not dealing a lot of damage. And there goes the Marshal. And that will be it. So congratulations, Spyro, you will move on. Unfortunately, that is the last we will see of the Marshal for this tournament. And this will be the end. And next video will be the finals of the losers bracket, I believe.